Hello VC, this is Roger here. Just going to do a quick video for Billy Hurst. He's doing the contest for his birthday / 500 plus subs. First of all, congratulations again, Billy, on the 500 subs, and happy birthday again. What Billy wanted was 4 records from the year he was born, which was 1974. 4 records from the year we were born, or me, which is 1964. Which, matter of fact, is just a day or two between mine and Billy's birthday, so pretty close there, almost 10 years exactly apart. And then he wants 4 as a bonus, 4 country records, and why we like those. So I'm going to start out with the 1974. And of course, if you watch much of my channel, you've heard me mention this group many a time. I just can't seem to get enough of these guys. I like them. A lot of people don't care for them. They think they're overplayed or whatever. But Eagles, On the Border. Great record of theirs. I mean, so many hits. Already Gone. You Never Cry Like a Lover, Midnight Flyer, the song On the Border, James Dean, Old 55, Good Day in Hell, and The Best of My Love. All great songs off of this record for the Eagles. And this was the original 4 with this record's when Don Felder came in. So I don't think he is on every song, but he is on a few of them. So this is when he first came into the group. So there you go, Eagles, On the Border. Great record. Love it. Next, almost in the same vein, Joe Walsh, So What? Anytime I can show Joe Walsh, I'll show him. I like Joe Walsh. When he went to the Eagles, man, I thought he sure stepped them up a notch. Kind of brought himself down a notch, but he sure brought them up a notch. But great record. None of these were really that big time songs for him. Welcome to the Club, Falling Down, Time Out, All Night Laundromat Blues, Country Fair, Song for Emma. I guess that may have been one of the bigger ones for him off that, Song for Emma. 1974. Kind of go a different route. I mean, there were so many that could have been brought out for 74. A bunch of them I'd already seen that I wanted to show, but I thought, nah, I'm not going to show something that everybody else is showing. And these are all still good records. Some of them just get pushed to the side a lot, but Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown. Of course, the title song, Sundown. Great song. He's such a neat, great writer of his music. Man, he has some great songs that he's wrote. Biggest one off this one is the title track, Sundown. Just trying to look here. Carefree Highway, that's a pretty good song. 7 Island Suite and The Watchman's Gone. All pretty good. All of them are good. I mean, Gordon Lightfoot, man, he just writes some good stuff. But another 1974. And for that heavier stuff, a little bit of Southern rock there. Lynyrd Skynyrd, Second Helping. I think that's right. Second Helping. Yeah, Second Helping. Great. I mean, it's almost a greatest hits record. Sweet Home Alabama, Don't Ask Me No Questions, The Ballad of Curtis Lowe, Swamp Music, The Needle and the Spoon, Call Me the Breeze. All big songs for them, and man, you just can't beat Lynyrd Skynyrd either. So there's number 4 for 1974. And like I said, I was born in 64, 10 years earlier. I don't have a lot from 64, but there's some pretty good ones here. Dave Clark 5, Glad All Over, with the title track, Glad All Over. I mean, Dave Clark 5, they were just kind of a neat, kind of in that Beatles vein at the time. Glad All Over is the big one off of here. Chiquita, that was a pretty good one. Time, I think that was a pretty good one for them also. But Glad All Over was the big one off of this. So Dave Clark 5. And then on this one, how can you go wrong? Clyde McPhader. Live at the Apollo. And the big song off of here, A Lover's Question. Man, that was big song for him. Also has Lucille, Mercy Mercy Baby, Deep in the Heart of Harlem. Just all good blues. So Clyde McPhader died way too young. He had so much going for him. Anyway, Clyde McPhader. I'm going to switch things up here a little bit. This guy is one of my favorites that I've kind of collected through the years. Started out liking him from his TV stuff. Dean Martin. Dream a Little Dean. Dream a Little Dream. Dream with Dean. I'll get it right in a minute. Dream with Dean. But Dean Martin, I like him. Man, I like him as well, if not better, than I do Sinatra. So, as far as the Rat Pack goes, I tell you, there were some good ones there with Sammy Davis, but I like Dean Martin. This one has Fools Rush In, Blue Moon, Everybody Loves Somebody, I Don't Know Why, Hands Across the Table, My Melancholy Baby, Please Come Home. Probably the biggest one is Everybody Loves Somebody Sometime. Then I had to show this one. I've showed this before, but Meet the Beatles. Had to show this. It came out the day before I was born. So, man, that was a big one. And that was, again, a lot of good stuff off of it. I Want to Hold Your Hand. I Saw Her Standing There. All My Loving. Till There Was You. I Want to Be Your Man. Oh, man. Great songs. Just Beatles. I mean, most people don't have a either or with them. They're usually love them or hate them. So, okay. Now for our bonus. You wanted 4 country. I started looking, and I think if you watch my stuff very much, you realize that I'm a Marty Robbins fan, especially gunfighter ballads and trail songs. I started to show that, and I thought, no, Marty gets quite a bit of love on the VC. And I started pulling Merle Haggard. I thought, no, Merle gets a lot of love too. I thought, well, Johnny Cash is on there. He's got a lot of love. So I thought, no, I'm going to go with one that you just don't see. I haven't seen much of him on the VC anyway. Johnny Horton. Johnny Horton's greatest hits. I tell you, I grew up listening to Johnny Horton. My dad had a handful of 45s of his, and I grew up listening to Battle of New Orleans and Whispering Pines and all of those. And it's just, every time I hear them, I go back to those days and just really think about, my childhood and stuff, growing up listening to records, sitting there on the floor, having them stacked up when you could stack them, 4 or 5 at a time and let them drop down and play. I mean, this is loaded. I mean, North to Alaska, Whispering Pines, Johnny Reb, The Mansion You Stole, I'm Ready If You're Willing, When It's Springtime in Alaska, The Battle of New Orleans, All for the Love of a Girl, Sink the Bismarck, Comanche, Jim Bridger, Johnny Freedom. If you don't know much about Johnny Horton, check him out. I mean, he has got some great music. Just all you gotta do is tag him on there on YouTube somewhere, and I guarantee you'll come up with some good stuff. This next guy I have mentioned before, and you don't just go down to the store and pick his music up. He doesn't go through the major outlets or anything, but he's R.W. Hampton. Let's see if I can do that without a glare. R.W. Hampton, The Last Cowboy. His music is the cowboy music. It's along the vein of Marty Robbins' Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs, and Frankie Lane's Hellbent for Leather. That's his type of music. So if you love those albums, you would love these. And he's got such a great voice. He's a good guitar player. He has a good band behind him. This one, I mean, he's got the song Born to Be a Cowboy. Most of this one is all traditional, old traditional songs. And if you don't really know what that means, traditional is they're so stinking old they don't know who wrote them. These were some songs that they picked up, they went out, whoever started cataloging them, went out, and these were the songs that the cowboys were singing by the campfire. And so this is a bunch of those. And this one is kind of a neat little record here. It kind of goes along the aspect of being the last cowboy on earth, and kind of his story, and how he can't believe people come out to see him tell his tales and stuff. But he said it's kind of like if you had the last lion on earth, everybody would come to see that lion. And so he kind of goes off that premise. But great stuff. Good. You need to check him out. This next one, my wife and I were invited to go see this lady in Dallas at the Majestic Theater. Didn't really know much about her, but we went and saw her, and we just fell in love with her music. Bluegrass, Alison Krauss and Union Station. This one's a collection. Of course, has the big hit on there, When You Say Nothing at All, her cover of Keith Whitley's song. But man, this thing has got some great. Oh, Atlanta, great song. Every Time You Say Goodbye, Teardrops Will Kiss the Morning Dew, When God Dips His Pen of Love in My Heart, I Don't Believe You've Met My Baby in the Palm of Your Hand. She's another one of those, kind of like a Linda Ronstadt. Man, she could sing a songbook. She's just got such a beautiful, smooth voice. And then Union Station, man, they are such an awesome bluegrass band backing her up. I mean, they're great on their own, much less having her sing in front of them. But since seeing this and seeing her concert and picking this up, man, I've ended up with 4 or 5, 6 others. She's got an album out I've thought about picking up, but some of the reviews I've read on it were kind of less than great, I guess you could say. But this next one, I don't know if you hear in the background, but I'll turn it up a little bit. If you don't know who that is, Vince Gill. I mean, I don't know what you say about Vince Gill. We'll turn this down just a second. such a great, smooth voice. Great. He's another one of those, a guy that could sing the song, but man, he is so good. Great vocals, great guitar playing. I mean, in the country music field, he's probably one of the top guitar players there. Just awesome music. Don't Let Your Love Start Slipping Away, No Future in the Past, Nothing Like a Woman, Under These Conditions, One More Last Chance. That's a good upbeat tempo, kind of a barroom type song. Two-stepping. Let's see, Pretty Words, and I Still Believe in You. I Still Believe in You. I mean, that's another great song. But the one you just heard, Trying to Get Over You. Vince Gill, I've been a Vince Gill fan for years. Way back, I don't know if you can see that. That's Mr. Vince Gill. Back in his early days. He kind of had that rocker look going to him. That's back when he was with Pure Prairie League. And I tell you, he just had his voice, his guitar playing is all. I mean, it's great. So, anyway, there you go, Billy. There's 4 country. Hope you like them. Again, happy birthday. Congratulations on the 500 plus. Well deserved. Got a great channel. If you don't know Billy, I can't believe you know my channel and not know him, but check out Billy Hurst. He's got a great, awesome channel. Versatile, like I said, from country to rock to some of that in-between stuff. He's just a great guy. He's a musician of his own. Been to Nashville, has a record. Neat guy. So give Billy a shout out, a check out, and I'll put a link to his channel below. And again, congratulations, Billy, and we'll see you next time around.